everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica, and today I have my hair care inventory for you, and I do have pictures. Sorry this has been a little bit slow on getting all my inventory done. It's been a busy time, and I'm trying to get the easy stuff out of the way so that I can actually spend time in getting my inventory done. So I have already done body care, and I am now doing hair care. The other ones are coming up. They're just going to be kind of spread out a little bit, but if I have the time to get them done, I will try to get them done as quickly as possible. But bear in mind that I am a stay-at-home mom of 3 kids, and 2 of them have special needs, and I'm a homeschooler, so you know, I got a lot of busy stuff going on in my life, and this is just my hobby. This is not my job, it's just my hobby, so I have to prioritize my family and my real life first, but I do want to get this inventory done for you. So let's get into the hair care. I have all of the pictures here on my phone. I've got a spreadsheet in front of me. I've got all the stuff and things. Most of this video you will be seeing pictures and just hearing my voice. So let's get into this. Starting with the first picture is my shampoos. I have 15 of them currently in my collection. And the top row is all of the ones that are just kind of in my storage in my bathroom, whereas the 4 on the bottom I am currently panning, or they're in a project. Some of them I have not spent a whole lot of time with, like the solid shampoo on the bottom, the Super Zero. It is really lovely and I enjoyed taking it when I traveled, but that's not an everyday shampoo for me until I get the other 3 done on the bottom. This next picture, I have my conditioners. Same basic concept with the conditioners. I currently have 13 in my collection. This is something that I go through relatively quickly because I do have quite a bit of hair. The ones on the top row are just in my inventory, in my cabinet, in my bathroom, where the 2 on the bottom I am actively panning. There is a solid one from Super Zero, and then there is the one from Alterna, I believe it is. And I'm probably going to have to roll a new conditioner into a project soon because I go through conditioner a lot and I do like to change them out. So yeah, with only 2 in and one of them being a solid, I'm definitely going to have to roll one in soon. The next picture is my hair masks. Yes, I have a lot of them, and I'm not worried about them at all. In my collection, I have 13. All of the ones on the top row are ones that are just in my inventory, whereas the one on the bottom, that is the Ojwa Blue Tansy. That is one I am currently working on. It is the only one that I'm currently working on, and this is another one where I feel like I'm going to have to roll in another hair mask very soon. Not because this one is almost done, but because much like my shampoo and conditioner, I like to mix it up a little bit. My hair just responds better if I do switch things out periodically, so I am definitely going to have to add that in. And yes, at the top of that picture, I do have 5 of the Not Your Mother's matcha green tea masks. It is my holy grail. I absolutely love it. And above that, there are 2 of the Ojwa, and that is the Baomint line. It is just as lovely as the Not Your Mother's Naturals, but the price point is significantly higher, which is why I only have 2 of those, but it is really, really nice. This next picture is going to be my hair oils. I don't have a lot of those. I have one from Bumble and Bumble, and then I have the crazy old Alberto VO5 hot oil treatment. Both of those are in projects. This is not a category that I would normally keep in my collection. I did get the Bumble and Bumble in PR, and like I said, I found the Alberto VO5 just in some stuff in my house, some boxes that I unpacked, and I didn't even realize that I still had it. So that is one that will get used up very soon, and this is a category that I don't feel necessary to keep in my inventory. So once these are done, I'm just going to eliminate that category altogether. I feel like with the conditioners that I use, the leave-ins, the masks, and everything else that is in my normal rotation, that is sufficient enough to take care of my hair. This next category is one that I'm really playing with heavily this year to try and find products that I really feel work for me and for my scalp. This is all of my scalp treatments. Some of them are pre-shampoo, some of them are serums. I've got a lot of different scalp stuff, and I'm really testing a lot of them this year just to see what works for me. I do have psoriasis, and that is something that I will struggle with for the rest of my life, but I can help it. I can do some things with my scalp and treat my scalp to make it a little less problematic. That is why I have so much in my inventory. Having 9 now where I used to have almost nothing is it's a pretty big jump. But you will notice at the top of the picture I have only 2 products. Those are the only 2 products that I do not have in a project. Everything in the bottom row is stuff that I do have in projects right now, and I'm actively rolling through those products to see how I react to them and how my scalp feels and everything like that. So that is a category that I feel like I'm going to continue until I find what really works for me. I'm going to have more than I would probably want to keep on a regular basis, but I do feel like it is important to find just the right thing for my scalp, and I will probably go through most, if not all of this year. This category is kind of an odd category. It's for hair serums, smoothing products, stuff like that. And I don't think I purchased a single one of these, which is kind of crazy. I currently have 9 products in this category. On the top row are things that are just kind of hanging out in my inventory, whereas the bottom row are things that I am actively working on. But there are very different types of products in here. Like the ones I'm working on the bottom, the one on the far left is a serum that you would put in after you've washed your hair and you're doing your typical hair care routine. Whereas the Natural Mother Smooth Moves, that is a rinse that you put on in the shower. So they're used very, very differently. And then I have, you know, the Fakai and Living Proof. I have other things that are for after shower, but I have multiple types of things in this category that are like serum and smoothing type things. So I wasn't sure with this category how I wanted to do it. It seems like this is probably the best for now. This isn't likely to be a big category for me. Once I get some of these things used up, I might just eliminate this category as well. If I get stuff in PR, I will use it, but it's not something that I'm actively seeking out. However, this next category is something that I will always seek out. This is my leave-in treatments. Some of them are sprays, some of them are balms, creams, you name it. I love my leave-ins. My hair is thirsty. I have to have a leave-in all the time. And I currently have 8 in my collection. And as you can see, much like the other pictures, the top row is the ones that I am not working on, whereas the ones on the bottom row I am actively working on. If I use up everything that I am currently working on this year, I will only have 2 left. This is a category that I do have to kind of replenish every single year. I go through a lot of stuff, and I think the oldest thing that I have in this picture is about a year old, and that is the Adjua Melonberry Spray, and that is just because I haven't gotten to it yet. I have been using my Faithful stuff, and I had things in projects last year, and that was not in a project, and I did get that sometime last year, but nothing in this one is very old. That pretty much goes for this next category as well, which are my hair gels and my stylers. I only have 1 old product in here, and that is because it was kind of like a gift with purchase, I guess you could say. I used to get like the big liters of the TG Bedhead, and I think that was one of those free things that you got with it. And I am just not a hairspray person. I will probably try to use that up this year just to get it out. Everything else that I have in here is less than a year old, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, I have a lot of gel on the top row. A lot of gel. I had only purchased 4. 2 of them were damaged in shipping, and then 2 of those were replaced, but the other ones were still, like, I still had a lot in there. They just were leaking all over the place. And so now I have a total of 6 instead of 4. Everything on the bottom row, once again, I am currently trying to pan, and everything in there is really fairly new. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to go through all of that on the bottom row this year. And honestly, by mid-year, I will probably have to roll in other stuff. So I will be probably rolling in one of those big tubs of hair gel probably mid-year. And who knows, I might roll in some of the other stuff as well. This is a category that, even though I have 14 in my collection, and that sounds like a lot, and I know a lot of people are looking at the hair gels thinking, oh my god, it would take me 6 years to go through just one of those. I can go through 2, maybe 3 of those a year, and I am not really concerned about this category at all. And my last category is going to be all of my hair coloring stuff. I don't do a ton of hair coloring, but I do periodically. and some of this is really, really old. Like the bleach is really old on the top row. I did recently get the one that looks like it's for beards and stuff, and that is for tinting my eyebrows. It works amazingly well, and I want to say that's like $10 or $11 for that thing, and it will last me probably 2, maybe 3 years. It takes a long time to use it up, and I'm okay with that. Next on the top row are my demi-permanents. That is what I use most often because it does wash out after a while, but I do have very porous hair because it's dry, so my hair holds onto it longer on the ends than it does at the roots. So I usually only have to touch up my roots, and it's just because my ends are so much darker, so it almost makes my roots look gray because I have a natural ashy tone. Don't get me wrong, I do have some grays up in there, but it comes across on the camera very different than what it looks like in person. So all of this down here has been, I've used demi-permanent on, but because my hair is so porous, it holds onto it way, way longer than it should. Like I could probably have this color in my hair until it grew out, even if I never colored my hair again, and it was demi-permanent. But on my roots, that is more virgin hair, so the color does not hold as much because the cuticles have not lifted as much. If you understand hair and how it all works with the shaft of the hair, and y'all know what I'm talking about. For right now, I just want to do the demi-permanent. I don't want that line of demarcation, but y'all know. And then I have an Arctic Fox in blue, which I haven't decided what I want to do with that yet. And then fuchsia. I might mix them and do a purple because I love purples, but I don't know. On the bottom row, I do have 3 of the glitter. They're not really hairspray because they like don't stick to your hair. It's more like a loose micro glitter. And then I have all of my developers. I have the 10, 20, and 30. I usually only use the 10 volume developer. That is what I use with the demi-permanent. Every now and again, I'll use a 20 or 30 if I want to do like a bleach bath or something like that to lighten some of the dark ends that I have. But I don't use this category very much. Nothing is in a project. I'm okay with that. And I'm really okay with my numbers. I don't really sweat the whole hair care thing a whole lot. Officially, I have stuff in red categories, but I'm not worried about it because most of these categories I can blow through, and stuff like the hair color, I'm okay with it. It's not so much stuff that I need to be stressed out about it, and it will all eventually get used. So I feel very good about my hair care. I don't have very like hard and fast goals for most of these categories. I probably could have a little less in some of these, but I'm really okay with where I am for these. I know there's a lot of people out there that would say, oh my gosh, you have so much. And then there's other people out there that would be like, girl, you don't have much at all for as much hair as you have. I'm content with where everything is right now. I'm comfortable with this. I'm just going to keep going the way I have been going for the last couple of years with my hair care stuff. Just replenishing most of it every single year. And the ones that I don't get done in a year, those things I'm not really that worried about anyway. All right, I am going to wrap this up. I do want to start organizing some of my other inventory spreadsheets and stuff like that. Get the pictures taken and all of that good stuff so that I can have these up for you in a reasonable amount of time. Hopefully, if life lets me do that. All right, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you in my next video, have a beautiful day.